Okay, we're live. We're live now. Right now, we're live. Let me. I'm gonna have to delete the other video. Not sure what. Let me check this right now. Not sure what happened to my audio before, but the audio got messed up. Everything got messed up. But we're back. They ain't stopping nothing. I'm honestly trying to tell you guys. It doesn't matter what type of technical difficulty we go through. We're gonna get past that. We're gonna get past that. I was honestly gonna make to this Monday. I was gonna make the topic something totally different, but something happened. Something happened, like in the weekend, and that made me. If I look tired to you guys, that's no, I haven't slept since Sunday morning, so I'm a little tired, but I'm still gonna put forth the effort into making quality content because the community needs it. But something happened between the weekend, right? I'm gonna get into it because there's some things we have to do. Shout out to everybody coming back. I know you guys are probably like a little thrown off right now. Hopefully the links will get sent out and everybody will be back. Everybody's coming back. Okay, I believe in that. I believe. Hold on, let me just check right now. So, I'm scrolling through Twitter and I stumble upon this video or this clip of a video. Taya, thank you for coming in. Without any further ado, I don't know if you guys have seen my Instagram. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you've probably seen it already. But let me show you this clip. This is a small clip, a small like 45-second clip from a TV show called Harlem. A TV show called Harlem. Now, Tariq Nasheed's already kind of broke that down, but I'm going to talk about something a little different because I was talking about the TV show and then I got attacked by something else, which kind of led me to something else, right? So we're going to be talking about what I coined the term the pronoun people. Pronoun people, the PPs, the pronoun posse, whatever you want to call them. Double PPs, that's what I call them, right? Because they put their pronouns in their bio. So I am referring to them as I feel they want to be referred to because a lot of people don't put their pronouns in their bio. Some people do. And the people who put their pronouns in their bio tend to have the same ideology when it comes to a lot of things. So that's why I labeled the term pronoun people, okay? But let's get into how did this all start? How did it all start? Let's get into that, okay? Let's do it. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. So this clip right here on Twitter. Just had to shut everything down, so it's coming back up. Okay, right here on Twitter, right? Make this a tad bit smaller so you may be able to. It doesn't. You can see it, right? So pay very close attention to this. Pay very close attention. There's subtitles, captions at the bottom of the thing, so you can read that. This is under fair use because fair use is for common news and research. I'm making a commentary on this one clip, less than a minute clip of the TV show called Harlem. Okay, I think it's HBO or something like that. I don't know. But listen to this. Now, context. This is a black. I think she's like a black dyke in a black barbershop. Okay, that's all you need to know. Now here we go. Oh, there's gonna be some graphic language too. There is gonna be. Let me warn you. There's gonna be some graphic language. Okay. Let me take it back. Here we go. Okay, so you know how I do. I like to play the full video. It don't need to be that big. Hold on. I'm sitting there squeezing in this little box from my face. Let me move this over a little bit, right? Okay. Okay. Actually, I can move it over a lot more. So, starting from the beginning, right? This is so the way he's talking is so graphic and so unnecessary, especially to do this at this setting. People talk about black men, black women, black people, anybody. Yeah, you might talk about a sexual experience you have at a certain setting. Black people at barbershops know how to read the room, okay? They would, first off, this is just graphic in general. This is just kind of extreme in general, especially because this is kind of came out of nowhere. It's just dead silence. And then out of the blue, he's all like, yeah, I just nutted on this bitch the other night. Like, that just seems very unrealistic. That doesn't seem like anything. Black men just don't talk like that. If that was in a real life setting, everybody in the room, not just a woman, everybody in the room would be like, dude, can you kind of like calm down? Can you chill right now? Plus, he's a barber at work. This isn't like two friends in line waiting to get their haircut. He's an actual barber. Okay, now let's play it and let's break it down as we're going on. Now, that's the thing. Okay. She tells him, like, hey, can you calm him down? Now, realistically, black men wouldn't even be speaking like this pretty much in general, even in barber shops, when there's like no women, no children around. If there's just men, a lot of times, and a bunch of black men can contest to this, we talk about sports, we might talk about politics, we'll talk about women. Will we talk about women like that? Will we be super graphic with it? Yeah, I just skeeted on it. What? That's not how we talk. Pretty much at all, period. That's not how we talk damn near in any setting, especially in a barber shop where there's customers around. Now, clearly this dude is, I guess he's the manager or something like that. And she was like, oh, can you tell him to stop? He's being a little extra, right? And he was all like, oh, he doesn't know the rules, which means this dude is new. He just said he's new, right? So his cousin, because they just confirmed that they were cousins, his cousin says, hey, can you like chill out right now? Can you kind of calm down? And then his response is to be like super unnecessarily hostile to the customer. He's a barber and he's gonna diss the customer saying, well, you shouldn't look like a man. You shouldn't be trying to look like a man. And that's that propaganda of, oh, you know, the black men, we're so hypersexual. We're just naturally hypersexual. We got to talk about nutting on hoes at a barber shop. We're hypersexual. We're disrespectful. We're misogynist. We're this. After he says, hey, can you calm down? He gets upset. Oh, well, she shouldn't even be here trying to look like a man. What type of that is not a response a black barber would give at all, period. So, and then he's new. He is new. And he was asked by somebody, I guess his manager or something like that, his cousin, to stop. He's new and he was asked, hey, how you're talking right now, that's not how we talk. He just goes back to continue. Yeah, she just laying there all nutted on. What? Like I said before, keep in mind, that's not how we would talk at all, period. That's just not how we get down, period. Okay. So she says something again. Then he sent up there, oh, what can I do? He's family. What? What? Does that seem like something that would really, like, honestly, I'm honestly asking, does that seem like something that would really happen? Oh, what can I do? That's family. See, that goes into the propaganda of the black man, the straight black man, the hypersexual straight black man, he doesn't hold his other black counterparts accountable. Black men don't hold other black men accountable. That's that nonsense. That's that lie. Damn, I got a very, very important phone call to make. I'm gonna put the timer on. I'll be back in less than a minute. Excuse me about that. That was business. That was business. Okay. So he's gonna say, "Oh, what can I do?" If that's your cousin and your cousin is new, if your cousin is new, I've worked with my cousins, okay, before. I've worked with my friends. If I've been there before them, and a customer says, and appears to be, I don't know, but appears to be the only female in the barbershop right at that moment in time. She says, "Hey, I feel like this graphic talk is making me feel uncomfortable." Him as a barber, him as an employee knows, okay, yeah, the barbershop is supposed to be a safe space to an extent, but this is a customer, and you kind of have to read the room around the customers, okay? Because barbershops, they have women there. Some women do go to barbershops. Sometimes kids go to barbershops. You have a dad take his children to go to work. Calling me again. Sorry. Y'all know I got a lot going on. Anyway, there's kids at barbershops a lot of the time. There's been so many times I've gone to barbershops. I see a whole row of kids. One dad is taking the damn kids and his nephews and everybody in the family to go get their hair cut and whatnot. With black men, black barbers, and I personally know a lot of black barbers. I cut hair. I'm not a barber, but I do cut hair too. And we talk a lot. I've talked to barbers who's given me tips at the barbershop and everything. And they would tell me their experience at the barbershop. They say, some certain people, like for instance, politics. Everybody has some type of feeling about politics, right? Certain people you can talk to about politics. I remember when the Joe Biden, Donald Trump thing was going on with their debate, I would go to the barbershop. I would hear them talking about it. They would talk about it only around people that they felt comfortable talking about, only around like people they had very close rapport with. If a new person walked into that barbershop, they would stop talking about politics because they know politics can be offensive. Politics can be offensive. Religion can be offensive. They would change the subject because they can read the room. A lot of black barbers read the room. They're not going to say, like, imagine with this logic, he would say that in front of a bunch of children. But that it's a safe space. So anyway, she was they're all nutted on. Why are you even talking like, first off, just him talking like that alone as black men, we would just be like, dude, like, that's like really a lot. That's really unnecessarily graphic. Nobody asked for that. So, and I'm glad too, a lot of people, a lot of black men, thousands of black men in the comments sent up there dragging her. There's right now, this is live right now, right? There is about to be close to 4,000 quote retweets. Okay. Now I'm going to scroll through. I'm just going to scroll through and randomly stop. I'm randomly going to stop at a comment, and all the comments are pretty much going to say the same thing. This is not how black men act at barbershops. Okay, scrolling through right here. Okay, I'm gonna go right here. Oh, let me see. You can see it. It says, feels like this is written by someone that's only heard of barbershops on Twitter. Okay, never been to a real barbershop. Let me just scroll through randomly again. Okay, look at it. Okay, they never stop with the anti-heterosexual black male narrative. Okay, scrolling through. I'm scrolling through. I got my eyes closed right now. Stop right here. Okay, bam. This comment. You can tell I wasn't looking for it. I just stopped. I've been going to barbershops for years and worked at one and worked at one every single night as a child, sweeping hair for 4 years. I have absolutely never, ever, ever heard anything like this kind of dialogue. Anything like this kind of dialogue. Okay. And I was particularly practically invisible. Sorry, practically invisible. This never happens. Stop the fraudulent skits. Okay, scrolling through, bam, scrolling through. Stop right here. I didn't know who this person is. So my life, I've been going to different barbershops. Never had a woman been disrespected like this. The barbershops, as well as the customers, would have checked anyone acting out like this. Just know it's just known when a woman or a child enters the shop, music, TV shows, and discussions change. Exactly. Sometimes I've been in barbershops as an adult, and I'm talking about as an adult. A bunch of adults are in the barbershop. They listen to music and stuff like that. And then they see a grandma. Well, I'm literally telling you a personal experience I've had. As an adult, we in there's rap music, graphic music coming on. Then a grandma walks in with her little grandchild. So they changed the music and they put on some like, it was like some old school Michael Jackson or something like that. Some old school, something that the grandma and the child would feel comfortable with. Okay, because they know, okay, well, listen to the Lil Wayne, grandma might not want to listen to Lil Wayne, or she might not want her grandson listen to Lil Wayne or whoever. I'm not saying it was Lil Wayne who was playing, but whoever. So let's change it to something that is more comfortable for everybody. That's just how black men act at barbershops. The whole, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. I'm gonna disrespect her. If she say something to me, I should say she should stop looking like a man. And I'm going to continue to talk because I am just so entertained. I have to tell you this story about me ejaculating on this hoe. I have to tell that story. Don't matter if the customer's asking me to stop. You must know how much fun I had doing this. That, like he said there, everybody would have checked him. Everybody would. She wouldn't have even have had to say that. They would have, the black men there would have been like, yo, that's a, can you chill? Can you calm down? Now, scrolling through. I'm gonna do one more. Scrolling through. Bam, right here, right? I ain't never heard no man speak like this in the barbershop ever. I have been getting my hair cut for 28 years. There is an unwritten rule in a barbershop: when women and children come in, all that cursing and crazy talk stops. See, I'm scrolling through. It's not like I'm nitpicking some of the comments. I'm scrolling through and randomly stopping. Hundreds of black men are saying this. This is not the black men at the barbershop. This is some anti-black male propaganda, this hypersexual, misogynist, sexist, whatever propaganda that they're pushing out. Okay, you have hundreds of black men confirming this is the most ridiculous thing they've ever seen at a barbershop before. And black men, we do be talking shit at the barbershop sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna be doing that, and especially like that when there's a woman there saying she feels uncomfortable. We wouldn't be doing that. Well, she should just get out of here. Anyway, she was just laying there all nutted on. What? That's not how we would talk, okay? So I made a comment about that, right? Or I was scrolling through because you can see it got a whole bunch of, let me scroll back up to the top, right? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Okay. It's got close to 4,000 quote retweets. So I was just scrolling through some of the quote retweets, right? First off, the caption is really good too. Let me read that for you. The savage black male trope is alive and well since 1905, Birth of a Nation. Except this time it's not the KKK that wrote this scene. It's the black male misandrist Malcolm Lee, okay, and Tracy Oliver that greenlit this. Okay. So the caption that's a really good caption by our brother there. Let me take this off because as I was scrolling through, right? Where is it? I see this comment here. Okay. I screenshotted this, and I did that because a lot of people were roasting her, and I wanted to screenshot it in case, you know, she deletes it, you know? So it says, I don't get why y'all don't understand that just because it doesn't happen at your barbershops with the thing, barbershops, doesn't mean it hasn't happened at any barbershops, all caps, any. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, LOL. This definitely happens. You've just been privileged enough to never experience it or to ignore it. Really? Okay. We're not gonna do, and see, that's what set it off. That was what got me, because what we're not going to continue doing, and we've been doing this for far too long. Where everybody gets to diss the straight black man. Everybody gets to talk crazy shit about the straight black man. And then when we say, hey, that's not cool, we don't act like that. That's a stereotype. You're overgeneralizing. Then if it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. So you just get to diss the whole group in general. And then with if it don't apply, let it fly. And all the, well, shit, it don't apply. So I'm just going to have to accept being generally dissed. That's not cool. And black men don't get to do that. We don't get to sit up there and diss the LGBT and be all like, well, you know, if it don't apply, let it fly. Black men are not allowed to do that. They want to talk about some privilege. Black men don't got the privilege to do that. People been doing that to black men for years. Oh, well, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just talking in general. I'm just talking in general. The way I'm speaking would imply I'm inferring most black men behave this way. But when you call me out on it, I'm gonna say I didn't say all. Okay. If I was to diss the quote unquote experience that they claim they have, they would all jump on me. I'm not saying all the LGBT are liars. I didn't say all of them. I just said the LGBT are a bunch of liars. You see how that wouldn't work the other way around? You see how that doesn't work the other way around, but they use that against black males, right? Okay. So, I had this in response. Okay. This is my response. Set it off. Notice the pronoun people. That's the people with the pronouns in their bio or in their avatar name. Notice how that she has Pablo, the Don, and then her pronouns they, them. Okay. Notice the pronoun people never talk about negative, quote, personal experience with anybody that isn't a straight black male. Okay. Oh, boy, did they think they got me. Now, I've been crazy busy. Okay, let me tell you, I have not slept since Sunday morning. Okay? And I'm probably not going to sleep tonight because I still got a lot of stuff to do. I might sleep Tuesday night. Okay, that's the plan, hopefully. Might take a little nap in between. But I've been really busy. So by the time I got back to Twitter, it had already, a bunch of people I already saw it, left comments and everything. And they thought that they drugged me. I'm sitting up there like, ooh, they dragging you. They tearing your ass up. They do, oh. Okay, let me hop in this real quick then. And when I hopped in and nobody wanted to say nothing, they won't smoke when they feel like I'm not around. But then when I'm like, okay, well, let's talk about this then. Now ain't nobody want to do nothing. And a lot of their dragging, because I can't get dragged. Because people like you, intelligent people, agree with me. Intelligent people agree with me. I can't get dragged by a bunch of idiots. Okay, first off, because I don't care what they think. I really don't. Okay, if I care what they think, I'm going to post that. So, people are saying, I'm going to show you some of the screenshots, and then I'm going to actually go to the post, and we can see some of the stuff live, because I didn't take a screenshot of everything. So, this person says, why y'all want black men to be the most oppressed so bad? Y'all know sexism, ableism, fatphobia, homophobia, transphobia, and xenophobia exist, right? First off, okay, when we're going to talk about the Oppression Olympics, which is something I agree with, if you want to know my opinion on the Oppression Olympics, I agree with it. I feel like we should do that because that determines what the priority needs to be, okay? We're not going to pretend that the anti-black racism that the black male, specifically the straight black male, faces is on the same level as somebody's fat phobia, as somebody being made fun of because they are overweight. We're not going to pretend that those are the same things, okay? And if a lot of the things he said, that could apply to black men as well. The only thing that really can apply is, well, I wouldn't say the transphobe, but the sexism that can apply. Black men can be disabled. Black men can be fat. Black men can be gay. You know, black men can be immigrant, foreigner. Okay, so what is he talking about? If we're going to talk about the Oppression Olympics, why is it so important? Why I use it is because I'm not using my opinion. I don't say this. My opinion. I think black men are the most oppressed. My opinion, I think black men have it the worst. I am talking about if we look at data and we look at studies, if we look at people who have researched in the conclusion that they've reached by their research, you can see that black men have it worse than anybody else. Black men are the primary target. We're not the only targets. This isn't to say that black women don't go through things. This isn't even to say that black men don't go through things that black women this isn't to say that black men or black women don't go through things that black men don't go to the same extent, okay? Men and women, okay, I really need you guys to pay attention to this. Men and women are different. We are different. We face, black men and black women, to a certain degree, face anti-black racism differently, okay? Like, for instance, like in the hospitals, okay, with black women being dying in childbirth, or their baby dying in childbirth, that can't happen to a black man because black men don't give birth to children. So, you know, it's different angles, okay? The police kill black men more than anybody else, okay? But you got doctors who are killing black women more than they're killing black men. So it kind of goes depending on, you know, the gender, okay? But if we're going to list everything up, if we're going to put everything on a chart and list up the how far back people are held, black males are held back farther than straight black males are held back farther than everybody else. That is a fact, and I have shown studies throughout my channel throughout this year or so I've been doing this. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing some of the shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to everybody in this chat room. Says I had to quit Tweety Bird. Okay. Dilly is in here. Hey man, get to your studying, bro. Get to your studying, man. So these are, now I'm gonna show you, hold on, let me see. Showed you that comment. These are some of the comments. Look at this. Okay. Look, okay. I want y'all to notice, because I'm gonna scroll through. You're gonna see a lot of flags. You're gonna see a big commonality here. Okay. Listen. Notice the bio. They don't care what's going on in those communities. The discussion is black men and their lack of accountability when it comes to being homophobic, misandrist or something like that, etc. If you, all caps, if you don't have the range or nuance, then you should keep your tweets to yourself, brother. Okay, listen. What we're not going to do is we're not going to just completely. Now, I am. Let me state this first. Let me state this first, because I'm energetic about this. I ain't slept. I don't know how I got this much energy. But listen. This is a teaching moment. Listen. Okay. I am all for holding black people accountable. Okay. I am for holding black men accountable, because first off, we are supposed to be the leaders of the community. So as far as the correction goes, we need to be the ones who get our shit together first. That's why I say we should be holding black men accountable, and we should be having a standard for black men. Okay, I've checked black men in several videos. Okay, we should also be holding black women accountable as well too, because we're not going to pretend the damn black liberal lie that they're the backbone of the community, and oh my God, y'all saved the America because you voted for Joe Biden at 10% more than black men did. Oh my God, look at the black woman, she's strong and independent, and she doing everything the black man can't do. I'm not going to say that either. Black men and black women need to be held accountable. Okay, I have nothing wrong with holding somebody accountable justifiably. What I have an issue with is you creating lies and negative propaganda greenlit and given to you, stemming from white liberals, stemming really from the KKK. This hypersexual black male, that stems from Birth of the Nation, where they said that black men was going around raping white women. It wasn't really even black men in the movie. It was white men in blackface in the movie portraying black men going around raping white women, and the KKK had to save the white women away from the black men. That was Birth of a Nation in the early 1900s. Okay, and black men have had that super hypersexual stigma, hypersexual trope ever since then, really. Okay, so that's something, when I see that anti-black propaganda, I'm going to call it out. What we're not going to do is we're not going to just create an unrealistic scenario that really doesn't apply to black men and say, okay, well, we should hold you accountable regardless. Because we don't do that to anybody else. We don't create scenarios and situations that doesn't really even apply to that group and say, oh, if you have a problem with it, you just don't want to be held accountable. We don't do that to nobody but black men. Y'all, the ones who claiming that black men got privilege, I'm saying you don't see nobody else doing that to nobody but black men. You don't see us creating no crazy scenario about black women that's untrue, and thousands of people greenlit is on a TV program and everything. And then when they say, hey, black women, we really don't act like that. That's really over the top. That's a bad stereotype. Oh, you just don't like to be held accountable. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's not how we do. We don't do that to the black pronoun people. We don't do that to y'all. So we're not going to do that to black men. Holding people accountable is one thing. Falsely accusing and then trying to slander somebody is a different thing. We're not, all this black male, this anti-straight black male slander is over with. That's over. Okay. Now, Neo Black says, who is held more accountable than the straight black men in the black community? I will give you one better. Who is held more accountable in the world than the straight black men? Okay. We are the number one most held back group. Numerically, there's numbers to back that up. There's not numbers to back up the fact that the LGBT are more held back because of intersectionality. There's not numbers to back that up. There are numbers to back up that black men are more held back. Black men are the one most incarcerated. Okay, out of everybody, percentage wise, we are more incarcerated as a group than anybody else in the whole world. Okay, we are the number one falsely accused of everything in any other group. Number one murdered by the police. Who is held more accountable? We've been getting shit talked about black men, straight black men, for years and years and years, and yet we keep hearing stuff like this. We keep seeing Stuff like hold on. Stuff like this from the root. Straight black men are the white people of black people. Okay? We keep seeing stuff like this. Nobody is held. You talk about anybody else. Now, I love my sisters, but correction has to happen, right? There's been so many times I've seen so many forums and websites and this dissing straight black men, specifically straight black men. When a black man tries to correct a black woman, now, I'm not saying diss, I'm not saying blame all the black community's problems on a black woman, because that's not what we should be doing. But what I'm saying, when I see a black man on a platform trying to correct a black woman or correct black women in general, it's, oh, you must just hate black women. Who hurt you? Oh, you just don't love your mama then. What? What? Because we don't do that the other way around, though. You're saying that black men have privilege, but anytime somebody talks shit about a black man, you don't ever hear, oh, you just hate your dad then. Oh, you it's self-hate. Oh, you got daddy issues if you have anything against a black man. No, because we just the general bad guys, and we can just be held accountable by any and everybody. But the same energy isn't kept when we're making the corrections against other people. Okay? That's going to stop. Get this off my screen. Okay, so let's go, and it's really important. I'm really going to break something down real quick. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go to now. This was my tweet, right? Now you already saw my tweet, right? This is live. Oh, no, that's not my tweet. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, my thing when I talked to her. Okay, this was the tweet that blew up. When I was talking to her, I said, notice the pronoun people never talk about the negative experience with anybody that isn't a straight black man. It's always the straight black men slander. Y'all got whole websites. Black Lives Matter is talking anti-straight black men. Okay, y'all got politicians talking about anti-straight black women, black trans, black bi, black gay, black this, but no straight black men. So let's not pretend like y'all even-handed with y'all correction. Okay, so scrolling through now, look, getting ate up in the quotes. Notice the flag. Just notice the flag. Okay. Somebody says they beating your ass in a quote retweets. That's what that means. This was all before I even seen this. Okay. She said, "Oh, gee, I wonder why." Because y'all be lying. They do. Now, look at this. Okay, look at this one. They are black, talking about experience in the black community that is dominated by stupid effing. Now, I'm trying to calm down on a person now. Stupid effing tweets like yours and stupid effing conversations like the one displayed in the barbershop clip. But the thing is that stupid effing conversation would never happen. We are saying black men are the ones saying that that's a stupid effing conversation. Black men are the ones saying that's stupid. Y'all the ones saying that that's what really goes on. Okay, so I'm just like, okay. Villain type wife. Okay, all right, villain type wife. Let me look at your profile while you sitting up there trying to criticize me. Okay. Okay. Hot girl who shares her every Catholic thought. 23. Okay. Don't know what this is. Then I saw this. Pinned up. Been extremely blessed with absolutely amazing lighting lately. Okay, this is like, is he black? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing here. Okay. Identify the location is she, they. Remember the pronoun, people. She, they, Afro-Latino. Really? Afro-Latinx? Okay. These are this is the caliber of people who are trying to check me. Right? Okay. Now, let's scroll through. Now, a lot of I commented to some of them just stupid. So I'm like, I'm not gonna comment to all of them. Okay, that was me. Okay. Yeah, because y'all are effing idiots. And I don't really have interest in talking about any other community other than my own. Okay. Where how? See, I made a comment and notice how many people dodge and try to gaslight me. Notice them just making personal attacks on me. This is why I don't take what they're saying personally, because they're not smart people. Okay, they're not smart. I mean, and I'm trying to be nice when I say they're not smart, because I really want to say something else. And I think you guys know what I really want to say, but I'm not gonna say it on YouTube. Okay. Okay. This person says, it's almost as if y'all literally caused the most damage to non-cis men in the community. Okay. Cis means what they claim. It's a new word. I guess it came up with a couple years ago. It means a person who was born a certain sex and is not confused about their sex and knows what sex they are. That's what cis means. This means you were born a male. When you came out of your mother's womb, you were a male or a female, and you grew up your life identifying and living as a male or a female. That's like normal people. So cis means normal, okay? Because anything other than cis is trans. And if you trans, okay, all right, no diss, but cis. Because we're talking about respecting people's pronouns. I didn't ask to be called cis. I didn't give any consent to be called cis. I just want to be called regular man. Just call me a regular man, a natural man. Don't call me a cis male. I am a natural male, okay? That is derogatory to me, okay? Yes, these people like declaring cyber victories instead of physical victory. Exactly. Okay. Somebody saying, now I'm not getting emotional, okay? I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate because this stuff is taught to, and unfortunately, I know he's trying to troll right now, but unfortunately, I'm talking like this, and I'm making this subject because a lot of young black people are falling prey to this mindset that they're trying to push right here. A lot of these people, and I've seen a bunch of them, they're young people. They're in their early 20s, late teens. So they think they're on the right path. So I'm really making this to teach. I'm not even really trying to roast nobody. I haven't even really gotten in to roast anybody though. To be honest, this is a teaching thing, because there's a big clip at the end. There's something that's really important that I need to discuss after all of this. I'm just going to show you how they were talking to me, right? Okay, you already saw this comment right here. Okay, this right here. We are constantly talking about the homophobia and of cis het black women, the misogynoir of cis gay black men, the transmanor of cis people generally. I swear, man, they come up with a new word every day. Okay. You just haven't tuned in and refused to listen. First off, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because what he's saying, and I said, I don't know, I put this in the comment, I actually quote retweeted. I'm like, you're lying. Y'all have whole websites, articles, and everything dedicated to how bad the straight black men are. Don't act like you're even-handed, because you're not, okay? He said, oh, we talk about everybody. We talk about everybody. It's pretty much what he's trying to say. But there is no equivalent to straight black men are the white people of black people. You don't see The Root making any articles like this about anybody else in a black community. They might call them out every blue moon, every now and then, but the constant slander, the constant bashing, that's against straight black men exclusively. I have yet to see an article made giving a whole list of how straight black women are the white women of the black community. I have yet to see that. I've yet to see gay black men are the gay white men of the black community. I've yet to see nothing like that. They're saying that straight black men are the oppressors of black people. That's what they're trying to say there. So no, let's not pretend that that's even-handed. Even in a Black Lives Matter about bio, they're talking about how the straight black man has been leading so long that needs to stop. So everybody's against the straight black man. So let's not pretend that every so often you call out, I don't know, some gay dude or something like that, you're even-handed, because you're not, and that's a lie. Okay. So scrolling through this person, thank goodness for that, because I went and checked on its profile, referring to me as it. Okay, I mean, all right. Not followed by anyone you're following. That means she's not following any smart people. That's what that means. She's not following anybody smart. I don't care. I really don't. Okay. Now here comes the gaslighting. Oh, not at the pronoun people. And I'm going to try to push and make that a hashtag. Pronoun people. Pronoun people or the PPs. I like them both. Sometimes I might switch. They're the PPs. Sometimes I might switch. They're the pronoun people. Both. Okay. Not the at pronoun people. Y'all, while y'all arguing that our experiences don't happen, while proving our point, with the most derogatory undertones. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to deny people's experience, but what I'm trying to say is what we have to stop doing, and they only do this to straight black men. They only do this to straight black men, where they can make this crazy, bizarre, never seen before stereotype. They can pretty much confirm a stereotype, which if a white person did it, it would be racist how bad the stereotype is that they're confirming. And everybody, you have hundreds of black men who actually go to barber shops and say, since I was a child, this type of conversation never remotely came up. We would not even come close to talking like this and acting like this at a barbershop. You have hundreds of people sharing their experience, but you mean the self-proclaimed experience that you claim you had. Oh, we should listen to the experience that you claim you had. But that experience also slanders black men. Okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Their negative experiences are all against black men, straight black men. Okay, no matter how ridiculous it is. Okay. Then this person, what the F are you even saying? You sound dumb, my nigga. Okay. All right. This person, pronoun people, you look like your butt stank. Really? I look like my butt stinks. Are you 7 years old? You couldn't come up with any. Yeah. Really? Now, okay. These are the pronoun people. See how the pronoun people got triggered, right? Okay. Now I went on her page and she has some content. She has her Cash App in her bio. You can see that right there. Her Cash App is in her bio. And then she has some exclusive pics. She has some inappropriate pictures. So she's really giving off OnlyFans energy. She's really giving off OnlyFans energy, which she's probably not making that much money, because if you've seen the pics, they're probably not really worth paying for. I don't know who would pay that. But pronoun people. Okay. Now, this comment right here, right? Pronoun people. This is a wild phrase for everyone to use. What are you then if you're not a person with pronouns? Okay. I'm a person with pronouns who has enough sense not to put that in my damn bio. Because anybody who looks at my picture can tell I'm a male. It's pretty obvious. I don't need to put he, him in my bio because I think somebody know. Okay. Now we're gonna scroll down right here. Because let me see. No, not this one. Which one? Okay. Go down right here. Except we do. We just don't have to pay any we don't have to pay attention to anything that doesn't concern you because you're a cishet man at 36 and the peak of mediocrity, meaning that the audacity you have is also at its peak. Who told her I was 36? That's not even close to my age. Who said that? I can see you're a year or two off, but that's what? 36? Why? I'm not 36. Somebody else said something like somebody else said something. I'm trying to see. So look, this person, you're pushing 40 and you took the time to write out pronoun people. I'm not pushing. Where is this age coming from? Where did y'all get 36 and 40? Where's that coming from? Who told y'all that? Okay. Then you have this. Now, this person right here. We do. Black cishet men just be the most egregious while showing little to no effort towards collective black liberation. Okay. So let's discuss that then. So I quoted, right? Oh, what's the don't know. My comment. Oh yeah, my comment. I made a comment. So pronouns are liberation. No comment. See, they don't want that smoke. They sitting up there. They was doing that while I was busy. Now that I got attention, they don't want it. Okay. A bunch of people I replied to, they didn't say nothing. Okay. When people make fun of pronouns, I think it's fair to assume theirs is dumb bitch. Theirs is dumb bitch. I don't even have to make a comment. I just want you to look at the way she spelled that. When people make fun of pronouns, I think it's fair to assume theirs is dumb bitch. Okay. Projection much? Now, looking for a specific comment. Let me see something. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Because I did have some backup. And I will shout out to my backup. I love them. Love my brothers and sisters. We in this together. So, scrolling through. Okay. So after she says 36, right? She made the comment 36. And all I had to say was just like, sorry, but I couldn't read the rest of the post. Sorry, I wouldn't have read the rest of the post, but I can't get past you assuming I'm 36. Now, Shireen, excuse me, said, here they go with that cis shit, and then she's going, I know, right? So he's pretty much saying like, I'm not on your side. So they're going back and forth. Yeah, but it perfectly describes what you both are doing. That cis shit. I'm gonna start using that. Okay, really? Okay. And what are your pronouns? Cis psycho, cis crazy, cis stank, cis confused, cis winch. I mean, he's pretty much making her look like an idiot. That's pretty much what he's doing. He's making her look like an idiot. Okay. It's he, him. I was born a male and I identify as a man. Y'all know because I'm cis. Also, I am not really sure how a pronoun can be an adjective, but hey, be y'all means, by all means continue. First off, y'all the ones trying to completely throw out all logic in the English language, okay? Y'all are literally referring to yourself as an individual as them. I am them. That sounds very narcissistic, first off. That just is. Refer to me as they. I am they. I am them. Who are you? Like, what? It's him, her, and they. What? Okay, y'all the ones not making any damn sense. So, this dude who claims to be a dude, right? This is what he looks like. And he says he is a dude. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see. So shout out to him. Y'all should check his Twitter out because he was in there and he was making them look like fools. He was straight up making them look like idiots. Okay. Look at the caliber of people. All of them with the pronouns. Now they want to say, aren't all people, now somebody said, aren't all people pronoun people? Don't all people use pronouns? Don't all people use pronouns? Okay. If all people use pronouns, what is the logic in putting your pronoun in the bio? What is that logic then, right? Let me tell you, because someone was honest and confessed what the logic of putting your pronouns in the bio actually was. Okay. Let me see. I want to see this. Now, hold on. I gotta find it. I know exactly where it is. Her, right here. Now she's young. I'm not going to try to roast her. This is for education. I told her to watch this. I doubt she will, but I told her to watch this. She said she's watched some of my other videos. So thank you to her. Okay. Now, for educational purposes, let's look at this. A, everyone has pronouns, genius. B, this is so inaccurate. You think everybody on this app is talking about racist and homophobic experience are talking about black men. Just stupid. Okay. First off, if everybody had pronouns, why do you need to put them in your bio? What is so special about yours that you need to put them in your bio if everybody has them? Ask him. So I'm saying this, okay. People with sense, and you know how Twitter be. You know what sense I meant. People with sense know they do not need to put pronouns in their bio. It's not what I think, it's what they do on a daily basis, okay? Oh, and when I say it's not what I think, I think they're talking about black men all the time. On the daily basis, on Twitter, every day, they be calling black men the weakest link. They be saying that we like the white people, black people. They be saying that we trash, bullet bags, all that stuff. So let's not pretend. Let's not lie, okay? So she says sense, okay. Somebody corrected me, and thank you to that. So since they corrected me, since he called me an effing bozo, I just want to give you a little bit of advice, okay? Kick went out of style many years ago, okay? You should take that out your bio. Nobody has kick anymore. Okay, you help me, I help you. Anyway, this is the purpose of putting your pronouns in your bio. People with sense know that trans people are always at risk. With everyone's pronouns in their bio, trans people don't have to out themselves. It's a compassion thing. Of course, you don't get it, and I've read numerous negative experiences people have had with queer people and non-black people in here. Just loud and very wrong. Okay. Here is the thing. Let me take this down so you can see my full facial expression. That is very dangerous. Okay? That's very dangerous. What they're doing, and I'm going to explain this in a little bit, what they're doing is when you put in your pronouns in the bio, it makes it easier for trans people to disguise the fact that they are trans. When they're saying, oh, trans people are at risk every day. At risk, why? Let's just be honest. At risk, it's not like they're just on the train station and somebody's like, hey, are you a transgender? And it just blows their head off. That happens to black people. I can give you a list of black people who just got killed for no reason at a train station by a white supremacist. I can actually give you that list. You can't give me a list of a trans person standing at a damn train station or a subway and then just being stabbed to death because they're trans. I can give you a list of that happening to black people because they're black. You can't do that because they're trans. Okay? Trans people are at risk every day. They're at risk, and let's just be honest with it. They're at risk because they try to disguise the fact that they are not born how they say they are. Naturally, people assume if you're looking at somebody and that person has a female or male physique, that that person has always had that physique, that that person was born to grow up to have that physique. That person is, if you looking at somebody and assume, okay, that looks like a female, I just, by human nature am going to assume that she was born a female. Okay. The thing is that trans people, a lot of them, not all, but a solid majority, don't want to let that be known. Don't want to let that be known. They're not advocating for, hey, let's just tell them that we're trans straight off the back. Straight off the back. First interaction, hey, I'm a transgender. They don't do it. It's a lot of lying going on. A lot of lying going on. And that's why they're at risk, because they putting themselves, first off, a lot of them are into the sex work. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with it. A lot of them are into sex work, which is already dangerous enough. On top of the fact that a lot of them lie. And if you accept yourself as trans, why would you need to lie? Why are you hiding that fact? So they don't out themselves. Listen to what she says. Okay, they're not outing themselves. They're not going to out themselves. Why would they not out themselves? Don't they accept who they are? You're saying this because you want to, with them not having to out themselves, that means that they get to lie by omission when they're talking to somebody. Let's be honest. Most people don't want to date a trans person. Okay, they know that, and trans people know that. And this isn't a diss to them. I'm just telling the truth, so everybody can have an understanding and we can get better. Most people don't. Most people, if they were talking to somebody who were interested and found out that you were born the same sex that they were born, they won't be interested if they don't go that way. A lot of people don't go that way. Heterosexual people want to date heterosexual people. Most heterosexual people want to be with heterosexual people. Okay. So what they're doing is, okay, since I know I'm not really desired for being trans as much as I would be for being what they would consider cisgender, a natural born male or female, I'm going to deceive people into thinking, I'm going to lie by omission into having people believe, trick people into thinking that I'm a male or a female. Okay, that's dangerous, and it's a fantasy, and we're gonna have to be realistic, because not too long ago we was considering this a mental disease. This was an illness, a mental illness. It's what we were considering. Now, am I personally on YouTube saying it's a mental illness? No, this is not my personal opinion. I'm talking about historically speaking. Now we have a thing where you want to be compassionate, and she's young. She's young. She probably is trying to do the right thing. I'm not mad at our sister for trying to do the right thing, but that's the wrong thing to do. Let me tell you how it's the wrong thing. You're playing into a mental illness. You're playing into a delusion, into a deception. You're playing into that. If everybody has pronouns in their bio, it makes it easier for trans people to deceive other people into not telling them that they're trans. It's easier for trans people to lie to people. That's not okay. While we sitting up there, we talking about you should accept people for who they are. If we're in this world where we should accept people for who they are, why can they not accept the fact and be honest with the fact that they are trans? Why are they trying to hide it? Why are they trying to hide it? And this is a big thing. A lot of people do this. Put pronouns in their bio unnecessarily because they feel like the more people put them in their bio, the easier it is for, the more confusing people will be. It will confuse people because most people can assume, oh, if you're male, your pronouns are he, him, you're female, she, her. So it can just putting the pronouns in there. I am she, they. I am him, them. That confuses people. With more people being confused, transgenders get to slip by and lie. That's really what she said. That's really what she said, and that's actually dangerous. You're thinking you're protecting transgender people. You're actually not doing that. So I'm telling her, okay, to be honest, I think your heart is in the right place, but what you're doing isn't helping. It's actually going to have the opposite effect than this person, okay? You're not trans to make that statement. It's actually very helpful. If everyone puts pronouns in their bio, it normalizes it. And it also allows for more open-minded and educated society. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because what you're doing is you're playing into a delusion. Instead of, let's just be real. Because it's time for us to stop being scared. Because this is serious. This is a serious conversation, because you got young people being taught stuff like this, and sometimes in school, and they don't have any counter buck-breaking agenda. They don't have any propaganda that is against this sexual degenerate propaganda. Listen, right? It open-minded. If we want to have an open-minded and educated society, let's talk about, and this is, and I'm not trying to drag anybody, right? Let's talk. No, let's talk about what makes a male and a female. Because when you ask that question to the liberal side, the black left, the shea butter Twitter, they get triggered and they start gaslighting you. They start insulting you, saying that your butt stank. Let's ask, okay, if we're going to have a more educated society, there has to be a difference between, okay, perfect, right? I have in my hand a blue pen. It's going to be kind of like the Matrix. I have a blue pen in my hand and I have a red pen in my hand, okay? This is blue because the color is blue. There's many different shades of blue, but blue is blue. This is red. The color is red. There's many different shades of red, but it is still red. What you're saying is, okay, this red is red, but this red, if it wanted to be, can be blue. And if this red pen said, I am not a red pen anymore, I'm a blue pen, and I'm just as blue as this blue pen, you can't say anything. So even though this is a red pen and this is a blue pen, this can also be a red pen and this can also be a blue pen. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Let's just be real. That doesn't make any sense, okay? They say gender is a social construct. Okay. What is it based in then? Is it, because they say gender is a social construct, so there's this huge endless spectrum of genders. Okay. What makes a gender then? What makes a gender? Because, I mean, like I said, a blue pen, let's say this is a female, there's many different types of females, but there's only a finite number of colors that you can consider blue. Just like there's a finite number of things you can consider a female. And they have to meet a criteria. For you to call something a blue pen, it has to meet a criteria. For you to call something a red pen, it has to meet a criteria. For you to call a female a woman, the female has to meet a biological criteria. Society, humanity has always been like that. For you to call someone a male, the male has to meet a physical criteria for them to be considered a male. Okay? So, since you're saying that gender is a social construct and is not tied to biology, what is the criteria of being a man or a woman? Let's just ask that question. I'm not trying to diss nobody. You live the life that you live, as long as you're not hurting nobody, as long as you're not harming nobody. I don't need you think what you want to think, you do what you want to do, okay? You do you, okay? But the thing is that you're using this when I'm speaking out against anti-black male propaganda, you're going to hit me back with, oh, I don't understand pronouns and everything. No. we're not going to do this thing where y'all get to diss black men and we can't say anything to y'all. We can't even question the logic. The Breakfast Club did a thing where they had like Malik Yoba and like a couple other transgender people on there talking about like what it means to be trans and identifying with different genders and gender fluidity or whatnot. Three people had no idea. They're all confused. They are all confused. They don't even know what you put. 3 of them in the room and say, explain what gender fluidity means and how that is a thing. They would come up with 3 different answers. If you had 10 people, there would be 10 different answers. Okay? They're all confused. And now we have a thing in society where you can talk anything you want to about a black man, but if you say, okay, well, anything about them, notice the slander of the black male, that's okay. That's holding black men accountable. But when you say all I said was pronoun people, then it's, oh my God, this, I want to show you some of the things that they were saying. They were literally saying that my tweet was dangerous and hateful, calling them pronoun people. What? Really? 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 Come on. Okay. No. Man, y'all. I appreciate everybody Tyrion coming in here, you know, standing up. We were talking about me doing a video about this. But we're not going to be confused, and we're not going to sit up there and let these people gaslight us, because what they're doing is very dangerous, and these are young people, and that's unfortunate, because what they're doing is very, very dangerous. Okay? They're confused, first off, with all of this stuff, especially being targeted to children whose mind has not fully developed yet. Just because it might physically develop doesn't mean it fully develops. The mind takes longer to fully develop than the actual physical body does. Okay, so just because they might start be hitting puberty, and once you hit puberty, you naturally will have a lot of questions about things. You're gonna have more curiosity. Your body's gonna have different feelings that it didn't have. They target and they prey on those little kids, and they confuse them. This stuff is confusing, and if you say it's confusing, then that makes you transphobic. That makes you a bigot. That makes you a misogynist or whatever. No, let's be real. Let's be real. Because we can't say how y'all logic don't make sense, because then you're dragging down the black LGBT community, but y'all can come up with a whole bunch of non-realistic scenarios that back up a negative stereotype stemming from the KKK. But if we say something, then we should shut up, because we're being held accountable, and that's their personal experience. No, we're not having that. No, we're not having that. I'm glad, Christopher, I'm glad you was able to get in here too. Bronze, the guys is in here. A lot of people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please leave a subscribe. I'm gonna have to read through. I always read through the comments, like the live chats afterwards. Family, it's time to be bold. It's time to be brave. Don't be scared of the pronoun people, okay? They don't really use logic that often anyway. I gotta go. I have certain things that I have to do, okay? Y'all be safe. Y'all tune in for Thursday's video, because there was something important I want to talk about today, but this just happened, so I'm like, yeah, let me get on this. And then Thursday, I'm gonna have another video coming up, so you guys want to stay tuned for that. You can follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter at J_Elite10. The links are in the bio, and there's 2 links right here, so you guys do that. Y'all be safe. Black first family. Y'all be good. Catch you later.